Good morning. I am calling to order our regularly scheduled meeting of the Committee of the Whole. My name is Elizabeth Glidden. I'm the chair of this committee. We're starting a little bit late due to my tardiness, so I apologize. I'm joined today by council members Gordon, Reich, Bender, Andrew Johnson, Yang, Quincy, Warsami, Goodman, Fry, and Palmisano. We're a quorum of the committee. The only items of business on the agenda for today are reports of committee. So we'll start with Community Development and Regulatory Services. Councilmember Goodman.
Thank you, Madam Vice Chair. The Community Development and Regulatory Services is bringing 14 items forward for approval on Thursday this week. Item number 1 is the HUD Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report. Items 2, 3, and 4 are land sales. Item 5 is the 2018 license fee schedule. I'll note that there is proposed no increase in business licensing fees across the board. Item 6 is a business license denial for Orchid Massage and Spa. Item 7 is the partnership with the NEA on the Our Town program. We're recommending putting forward Juxtaposition Arts and the West Bank Business Association. Item 8 are the regular liquor business and gambling licenses. 9 is a land sale for the Minnehaha townhomes. I'll just note the city is giving the land to MPHA for free for $1 to build this affordable housing in the 12th Ward. Item number 10 is a contract amendment with the Regional Racial Equity Project. Item 11 is a pier lease at the Upper Harbor Terminal. Item 12 is a feasibility analysis for the cooperative public market that Councilmember Warsame is leading. Item number 13 is accepting grants from DEED and the Met Council. And number 14 is also accepting livable communities grants from the Met Council. With that, I'm happy to answer questions on 1 through 14.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Health, Environment, and Community Engagement Committee is bringing forward 3 items for consideration that will come up at our meeting, which I guess is on Thursday this week. The first is accepting a grant from the Kresge Foundation for $125,000 for the Emerging Leaders in Public Health Initiative. The second item is the passage of a resolution establishing formally the Southside Green Zone Task Force and also approving the 13 appointees to that task force. And the third item, we received a report on what it might take to get to 100% renewable electricity for our municipal operations, and we move forward a staff direction to express our interest in obtaining more of the electricity from the Xcel Renewable Connect program, and that item also went to Ways and Means. And those are the 3 items, and I'll stand for questions.
All right, thanks. I'm not seeing any questions. Next, we have the Intergovernmental Relations Committee report. We had one item, which was to add to our 2017 city policy positions and legislative agendas. The item is to allow local communities to set underlying speed limits on residential streets. Next, if there's no questions, we have Transportation and Public Works with Councilmember Reich.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The committee is forwarding 7 items. Item 1 is the sidewalk repair and construction assessments. Item 2 is the 10th Avenue Southeast River Bridge Design Services, RFP. Item 3 is the Lowry Avenue functional classification change. Item 4 is the Nicollet Mall reconstruction project and contract amendments as listed. Item 5 is the agreement with the Metropolitan Council for the Hiawatha Light Rail Transit lighting project. Item 6 is accepting the donation of a garden shed from the Loring Greenway Association. And the final item is the bid for parking ramp condensing unit replacement project. I'll stand for question on any item.
All right, thank you very much. Next, we have Ways and Means with Councilmember Quincy.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ways and Means will bring forward 12 items for your consideration Thursday. The first is the ordinance that is regarding unclaimed property. And so that follows up a year's worth of work on some unclaimed property within the city, and also consistent with our audit committee findings that we should resolve those issues. So that was a terrific ordinance. I just want to draw your attention to it. Also, we have the legal status for the Minneapolis Telecommunications Network. And I'm just, as a heads up, we'll be bringing out a slightly amended version on Friday, clarifying some relationships between bylaws for the organization. We also have a contract amendment with Messenger Construction for Exhibit Hall Fronts Project, contract closeout. We have the new city purchasing card policy. We also have a contract with Clockwork for consulting services for the new city website. We're accepting a grant from the U.S. Department of Justice and the Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant for police and city attorney support. We also have a contract amendment with SMG for law enforcement services in the neighborhoods adjacent to the U.S. Bank Stadium. We also have the item number 8 is an acceptance of a one-time grant from McKnight Foundation for Hearing Tenant Voices Project. We also have the collective bargaining agreement with AFSCME Council 5, Local Union 9 for the attorney unit, a contract with the Standard for employee life and disability insurance and leave management services. And a particular note is item number 11. It's a series of contracts with MSR Design and M.A. Mortensen Company for services related to the Consolidated Office Building Project. I just wanted to note the work that had gone on from the staff perspective, as well as colleagues, council members Goodman, Fry, and myself, who sat on those committees, and I think really moved that project along to be on schedule with great work. So we're having MSR as the architect and Mortensen as our agent for construction management. And the final item, as Councilmember Gordon mentioned in his report, we have the agreement with Xcel Energy for the purchase of renewable electricity through their Renewable Connect program, which is allowing us the opportunity to purchase between 50 and 65 million kilowatts of renewable electricity annually. So as those are the final items that will be submitted for consideration on Thursday. I also wanted to note that we had a presentation in the committee on our second quarter financial status, worth reading if you get a few moments. Okay. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We have 4 items to cycle from zoning and planning. Item number 1 is a conditional use permit for a sign at 2831 Stevens Avenue South, granting an appeal for a sign related to the 35W Transit Access Project. Item number 2 is an alley vacation, and item number 4 is approving a rezoning for a triplex on Grand Avenue South.
All right. Thank you very much. So with that, I believe we have concluded with our business for today, and all reports have been given. We are adjourned. Thank you.